Hello lovers and welcome to Apple Designs and Princess, and today I'll be teaching you on what every designers and tailor should know, how to read your measuring tape like a pro, whether you be sewing or you're just learning to sew and you still get confused with those tiny lines. Don't worry, after this tutorial everything will make perfect sense. Alright, as you can see, I'm holding my tape, and this tape we have the inches side and the centimeter side. The inches side on this tape I'm having 1 to 60 inches. 1 to 60 inches. 1 to 60 inches. Then on the centimeter side, I'm having 1 to 150 centimeter. Alright, one thing you should know, on this tape, we're having 8 bars. Like these lines here. These are start points, which is 0. So to this place, we're having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bars. So you're having 8 bars on this tape. If you count from here again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like that, we're having 8 bars. But there are some tape that have 16 bars. So either you're having 16 bars or you're having 8 bars, it's still the same procedure. So when you are familiar with this, you can just use the same formula to apply to the one that has 16 bars. Now, we're having the thick lines, which is the 1 inch, the 2 inch, the 3 inch, the 4 inch, the 5 inch, just like that to 60 inches. Alright, now in between 0 and 1, there is another line dividing it, and that line or bar is called your half inch. And in between 0 and half inch, we are having another bar that is dividing it, or another line that is dividing it, which is called your quarter or 1/4 inch. Now, in between 0 and the quarter inch, we have another line. In between quarter and half, we have another line. In between half and 1, we have another line. So how do we read them correctly? That's what we are going to be looking at. First, let's draw out our tape. Having our start point, which is 0. Then we have the first bar, we have the second bar, the first bar, the second bar, the third bar, the fourth bar, we have the seventh bar, then the eighth bar, which is 2 inches. Then we have the first bar, the second bar, the third bar, the fourth bar, the fifth bar, the sixth bar, the seventh bar, the eighth bar, which is 3. Okay, we'll be stopping here. Now, I told you that we have 8 bars on this tape. Sorry, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you see? Now, how do we start reading these tiny lines? Since we are familiar with the 1 inch, we are familiar with the half inch, the quarter inch. What about these other tiny ones? Before we can start reading them, let's do the mathematics so that it will be more easier and very clear to us. If we pick the first bar, which is, we'll take it as 1. This first bar, we take it as 1 over the total bars. And I said the total bars is 8. 1 over 8. 1 over 8. Then the second bar, 2 over 8. The third bar, 3 over 8. The fourth bar, 4 over 8. The fifth bar, 5 over 8. The sixth bar, 6 over 8. The seventh bar, 7 over 8. Then the eighth bar, 8 over 8. Can you see? Now, we are going to divide this fraction to their lowest terms. We are going to divide fraction to its lowest term. 1 over 8. What can we use to divide 1? And what can we use to divide 8? Anything used to divide the upper part, that same number used to divide the lower part. But is there any number that can divide 1 and that same number will divide 8? So we don't have number like that. Then the first bar, we repeat it as 1 over 8. Can you see? So our first bar is pronounced as what? 1 over 8 or 1/8. 1/8 inch. Do you get? Now, the second bar, what can we use to divide 2? And what can that same number will also go into 8. 2 can go into 2. We will have 1. And 2 can go into 8. We have what? 4. Can we divide it again? No. So we'll be having 1 over 4, which is 1/4 or quarter of an inch. So the second bar is called 1/4 or quarter of an inch. And our first bar is called 1/8. The second bar, 1/4 or quarter of an inch. So it's very simple as A, B, and C. Then move to the third bar. What number can we use to divide 3 and at the same time divide 8? So we don't have number that will go into both. Then we'll repeat our number, which is 3 over 8. Which is what? 3 over 8. That means our third bar, which is this line, is called 3 8. 3 8. The first bar 1 8. The second bar quarter. The third bar 3 8. Then we move to the fourth bar, which is 4 over 8. What can we use to divide 4? And what can we use to divide 8? Is 2. If 4 should divide 2, we'll be having 2. And 8 should divide 2, we'll be having 4. We can still divide again. If 2 go into here, we'll have 1. 2 go into here, we'll have 2, which is 1 over 2. And this is called half. Either you say 1 over 2 or half. So the fourth bar, which is this line, is called what? Half inch. Do you understand? Okay, then we'll move to the fifth bar, which is 5 over 8. What can we use to divide 5 and at the same time divide 8? We don't have number like that, so we'll write 5 over 8. So the fifth bar, you're having 5 over 8, which is 5/8 inch. 5/8. Then the sixth bar, what can we use to divide 6 and at the same time divide 8? Is 2. So 6 divided by 2 will be having 3. 8 divided by 2 will be having 4, which is 3 over 4. And we pronounce it as 3/4. So the sixth bar is pronounced as 3/4. The sixth bar is pronounced as 3/4, while the fifth bar is pronounced as 5/8. 3/4. Okay, then the seventh bar, what can go into 7 and at the same time divide 8? We don't have number that can go into both. So we repeat our number as 7 over 8, which is 7/8. 7/8. Then the last bar, you're having 8 over 8. 8 over 8. What can divide 8 and at the same time divide 8? We can use 8 to divide it. We'll still be having 1. So the 8th bar is what? Is equal to 1. Is equal to what? If you say 8 here 1, 8 here 1. 1 divided by 1 will still give you what? 1. So that's how this 1 inch came about. Now let's go through our tape again. Let's master it. The first bar is pronounced as what? 1/8. The second bar, quarter. The third bar, 3/8. The fourth bar, half. The fifth bar, 5/8. The sixth bar, 3/4. Then the seventh bar, 7/8. Then the eighth bar, 1. When you get here, you still apply the same procedure. Don't forget, when you know your measurement very well, you have a perfect fitting in your dress or anything you are making. It will give you accuracy. So you should get familiar with these things. Practice it with your tape, with your fabrics, with anything. Just take your measurement and play with it. Okay, let's take this phone case. Let's take the measurement. Okay, you're having 6 3/4. 6 3/4. That's it. 6 3/4. So how do we say as 6? How do we locate? You have your 6 3/4. 6 3/4 is like 6 3/4. And 3/4 is your sixth bar. Your sixth bar. That's 3/4. You get it now. So you can use this since you are familiar with this first set, this first bar. Then you start applying it to each inches. Like we have 1 1 1/8. Let me write it out. 1 1/8 inch. So you will know here to locate 1 1/8. 1 1/4 of an inch. That means the second one, and with your second line or second bar is your 1/4 or 1 1/4. So just like that, since you are familiar with these first numbers, apply it to your inches. You get it. If it's 7/4, 7/4, 7 1/4 is this place. 7 1/4, 7 1/2. You get it. 7 7 8 is this line. So just like that, use it to play around, measure your book, measure your fabric, measure anything, and get familiar with these things. Now, on this tape, we also have the decimal parts. There are times that you divide maybe you are doing a circle flay or dividing your bust or hammer, and you're having decimal number. So how do you say it? Because on this our tape, there's nothing like decimal number here. So how do we locate it on our tape when we are having decimal number? So let's go to the decimal part. Decimal part. Our first bar 1/8. The second bar quarter. Then the third bar 3/8. Then the fourth bar half. That's 1/2. Then the fifth bar we're having 5/8. Then the sixth bar 3/4. The seventh bar 7/8. Then the eighth bar we're having 1. You're having 1. Can you see? So let's divide it and know how to pronounce it properly. Since we are having 1/8, when you divide 1/8, 1 divided by 8, we are having 0.125. 0.125. 0.125. So when you are having this decimal that has 0.125, you should know that is your first bar, which is 1/8 inch, is your first bar. It's very simple. And the second one is 1 divided by 4, which is 0.25. 0.25. You should know that is your second bar. 0.25, the second bar, which is quarter. Then we have 3/8. 3 divided by 8, we are having 0.375. So anything you are having 0.375, you should know that is the what? The third bar. You should know that is the third bar. 0.375. 0.375. Can you see? So you should know that is your third bar. Then the fourth bar, which is half. 1 divided by 2, which is 0.5. Which is 0.5. 0.5. Then the fifth bar, 5 divided by 8, which is what? 0.625. 0.625. So after dividing your circumference and you're having something like 0.625, you should know that is your what? The fifth bar. 0.625. Then the sixth bar, you're having 3 divided by 4, which is what? 0.75. 0.75. Then the seventh bar, 7 divided by 8, which is 0.875. 0.875. Can you see? 0.875. And here we are still having our one. Let's apply this to our inches. If you're having 1.875, 1.875, you should know that is your 1 inch and what? The 7th bar. 1 inch and the 7th bar. That's 1.875. Do you get? So, or maybe you're having 6.625. How do you read this? 6.625 is your 6 inches and the 5th bar. This place. That's your 6.625. Your 6 inches and the 5th bar. Your 6 inches and your 5th bar is 6.625. So these are to apply it. If we are having, okay, let's look at this one. If you are having 8.5, 8.5, you should know that is your what? 8 inches and the 4th bar. 8 inches and 4th bar is what? 8.5 or 8.5. So these are to apply these things. So just try to play with these numbers to see that you get familiar with it. And anytime you're having a decimal number that has 0.75 or 8.75, you should know that is your what? Your 6 and your 6th bar. So just play with it. And you see, they are very simple. Either you're having your decimal number or you're having a fraction, you can read your tape very well. And I believe that this tutorial has made it very simple for you. So play with it, use your fabric, use your mannequin, use anything to take this measurement and do your decimal number. You see that these things is very, very simple. And please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's going to help me a lot. All right, another thing to put in mind, 12 inches, like your 1 to 12 inches is equal to 1 feet. 12 inches is equal to 1 feet. Then 60 inches. 60 inches is equal to 5 feet. We've come to the conclusion of this tutorial. Please don't forget to share, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, that anytime that I share a new video, you'll be the first person to be notified. And if you have any question, please just drop it in the comment section, or you have any suggestion, please just drop it in the comment section. I'll definitely reply to each comment. Thank you so much for watching.